What a nice day in San Francisco. The view is nice, but you're on a mission. Today, Jackdaw has tasked you with infiltrating a bank used for Halcyon's money laundering operation. The main goal here is to sabotage it, and it's not as simple as Sparrow tells you. There will be multiple obstacles waiting to screw you up. But we can get an advantage once we know the waypoints and pathfindings. Welcome to the Withdrawal. Now, since I have already made a video covering the mechanics of waypoints and pathfindings in a Flash Glitches episode, I am not going to explain those again in this video. If you haven't watched it already, I recommend you go and watch it first. Link in the description, and I'll also put a card at the top right of your screen. Before we jump straight into the specific spots, we have to know the different groups so that we can sort the waypoints for each type. Here at an unnamed bank located in San Francisco, we have civilians walking through the empty streets, employees who like to stare at computer wallpapers, an employee who somehow knows about the power boxes, careless refusing services at the lobby, a manager who can be tricked by 4 rich people, multiple security guards walking around aimlessly, a Stair Guard who probably hasn't been moving since 2019, a camera operator playing Minesweeper, and vault guards waiting to be knocked out. The civilians are basically a copy-paste from the deposit. 2 behaviors: either they spawn, walk, and go, or they spawn, walk, visit the bank, and go. They have a total of 16 street points, 5 of which are for spawning and despawning. They also have 8 bank lobby spots. For more specific info on how they work, I recommend you go and watch the deposit waypoints and pathfindings, which are put a card at the top right of your screen. The waypoints are really straightforward on the outside. But it's quite the opposite if you're talking about the inside of the bank. Taking a look inside the bank, we can find employees cycling between seat points and break points. There's a total of 12 waypoints, each of which can be occupied by none or one employee during a run. For the breakpoints, there are 16 of them. More info about them in the deposits, waypoints, and pathfindings. But unlike the deposit, this mission has a distraction feature, which can be interacted with to lure employees or guards to hidden spots, allowing you to take them out safely without anyone batting an eye. These distractions are basically network routers. One can always appear near your spawn on lower difficulties. The other 2 will always spawn in these 2 rooms separated. Employees' pathfindings are not that hard to comprehend. They move around the bank between their seats and breakpoints. This specific employee can either spawn or not spawn at all. This employee is the one that you interrogate for the power box intel. They will always stay seated until you identify them or lure them somewhere else. Once they start their routine, the waypoints and pathfindings are identical to the normal employees, so I don't have to repeat all of those here. But I do have to mention the manager's computer distraction, since it always lures its employee only if they actually exist. If they don't exist, then the computer will lure a random employee instead. These are the employees who will always stand stationary in the lobby. They are the exact same as the ones from the deposit. 2 waypoints for them to travel back to after being lured. The one and only manager of the bank, easily identifiable from the smoky grey hair and the blue tie. They will roam around the bank until the player is ready to meet up with them. After that, they will lead the player to the vault. Just for the bank spots, there's a total of 14 spots, one of which is recycled for the meetup point. On the way to the vault, there's a stop in front of the entrance here, and a final point located at the vault. The keypad also has a waypoint which is for the manager. Pathfindings are clean, all connected inside the bank. And here's the path they take to the vault. Time to mention the guards. Starting off with the main guards. These guards are the guards that roam around the bank, making sure the bank is in operational status. Remember that this type doesn't include the Stair Guard. There are 14 waypoints which are laid around the bank. They don't check the vault room except for its entrance to the room. They also like to stop in front of the locked doors to slow you down. Their pathfindings are similar to the employees and manager. They can access almost any part of the bank except for the manager room, locked room, and vault room. The Stair Guard is the guard who is stationary at the lobby stairs. In most stealth ones, this guard is typically ignored since they have almost no vision to the inner workings of the bank. They have a single waypoint located below where they're standing. This is for the case where they are lured away and have to travel back. They have no default pathfindings. The camera operator, just like in the deposit, surveillance the security cameras to watch for any threat. They don't move around, and will always stay in front of the control panel in one of the locked rooms. Just like the Stair Guard, one waypoint, which is the point they are standing on, and they have no default pathfindings. Vault guards are the guards in front of the vault. These are basically duplicates of the Stair Guard, except they are put in another position. The waypoints are located in front of the vault. They just exist to be extra protection for the manager, though they can be easily taken out before the manager even gets a chance to enter. Well, not everybody enjoys a quiet and peaceful day. Perhaps going loud is a must for you. Better do the cop start quickly to make it easy on yourself and the team. Once done, get into cover quickly, cause these SWAT units are already surrounding the building. Be very careful around windows. Snipers here are trained way more advanced than Jade. Lastly, I hope you don't forget the earplugs. These guys are willing to explode the walls for entry points. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to stick around for the black site and more. Until then, farewell.